Watu, Duna, Garabali.
Galabali is earth.
Ubo. No, Ubo is earth.
Ubo.
Uh-huh.
The Garabali is air.
Yeah. Duna, Lumawa. Rasta is actually like a reincarnation of Jesus Christ on earth again. Like we are all Rastas, we are the Jesus in many, and we are. Our mission is to live in peace and enjoy creation in our eternal way.
And creation comes in what forms?
Our creation is nature, family, friends, the four elements. Like back in the days, like the Egyptians, the pharaohs, they used to go to a special school where the normal people would not go to. Because then most of us, we get this normal education that they just give us this basic information just to make us stay alive, When the pharaohs and the leaders, they get the education that is truth, the truth. You need to know the truth, which is what they hide from people so that they can be manipulated. So sometimes you need to go and ask the Most High, like Solomon did this, when God asked him, what do you want? I will give you anything you want, And then he asked for wisdom and knowledge or understanding of his teachings. And then that meant everything. Once you have that, you're wealthy, you have a lot of love, people just automatically respect you, it's if you have a lot of wealth and you don't have wisdom and you don't have knowledge, you can easily destroy yourself. So it's very dangerous to be wealthy and you don't have knowledge. Because you do a lot of things that just destroy your body. Happen to a lot of stars. They start and then later on they get wealthy and then they just go crazy,
And the Rasta is still in the city, or you bring it to the city?
Well, the city is big. There's a lot of people in the city. There's Rasta people, but I still haven't met a Rasta community. In Belize City, we had a Rasta community in Belize City, whereby we go there to observe the Sabbath, we sing our praises, we chant. You've been to one of these gatherings, right, Gabby? And we eat food without salt, and then you don't eat on the Sabbath, you're not allowed to spend or use any money. It's Rastafari. It's how you live in paradise. We don't eat any deadas, nothing that creeps on the face of the earth.
On Saturday?
No, in general.
In general, yeah.
In this Rastafari community, it was serious. There was a point whereby I was hungry and I wanted to go get me some food, and these guys they almost arrest me for that. You get arrested for that. You can't use money on the Sabbath. Your Rastafari community was serious. They were okay, cool. Let's wait till the sun goes down and then we'll grab something to eat. But they kept on passing me joints. The more I smoke, the more it opens my appetite. I can't really you can't be passing joints to me if you're telling me I can't eat.
This hurts my arms. What does the coconut mean then, and the oil, and this alchemic process for the creation of pure and natural life?
Well, as you can see, in our culture, for many generations, we used coconut oil.
Would you say it's like the blood of the earth?
Which is what coconut is actually the base of the Garifuna gastronomy.
Right.
So you use coconuts almost in everything as a base. So it's the backbone of the Garifuna food, which is the backbone of the
The whole culture.
Of the culture, like everything is based around coconuts.
And they make
Coconut milk.
instruments from coconuts?
Like we don't really make instruments, but souvenirs, we do make
Yeah.
souvenirs. You can make like the maracas, but it's not common. We normally use the, what's this called? What's
You get
this?
it.
This is called, this is
The one that's harder.
calabash.
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 Oh, yeah.
Calabash shell for, and we used to use the calabash shells also for drinking, like when we, as plates,
Yeah.
to like put our food. Because in the Garifuna didn't use silverware. It's very honorable to eat your food with your hands.
See,
In the Garifuna culture, you know, like
Yeah?
it's, yeah, like you don't really use silverware.
I like it.
Like you drink your soup from your bowl, you know, you pick on your meat and you eat your,
Deliciousness. You get in there.
you get in there.
Do you think the coconut culture will change in the future, or how do you see it in, say, like 10 years' time?
Well, like due to the fact that the whole world discovered this healthy lifestyle that we've been carrying for so many generations.
Right? Because then if you just live it all your life,
the whole world
and your
wants to
ancestors'
practice
life,
it.
and then all of a sudden these people that live in more urban communities want to take that on, how does that make you feel? Kind of proud, or
I
is
think
it
I
like,
think it's proud for me. I am proud of it. Like you know, like all my life, like growing up as a kid, like on the weekends I would go and make coconut oil for the family, you know. And then like with all this experience, I think I can contribute to that to help people try it out.
the healthy way?
Yeah, the real.
You say this is healthier than, say, aceite de oliva?
Well, I think they are compatible because olives, they are also like, you know, it's veggie,
And-
vegan oil.
You can't fry fish in coconut oil though, right?
Yeah,
You can?
yeah, we do. Most of the time we do. It's just like a lot of work and pretty expensive. Like back in the days, like I said, for generations and generations, this is the only oil we use. But a couple years ago, like in 1998, there was a insect that came and attacked all the coconut trees in Central America.
I remember that.
And then
you told me that.
it takes like almost 10 years to like for them to grow back and stuff like that. And then by then people already found an alternative
It was the sunflower oil.
to use. Yeah, like we use the
Girasol.
corn oil. You know, we use corn oil. We use fat oils from fatty meat.
Right?
Like-
And usually you fry the fish in the soup anyhow, right? So you don't even need to fry it.
No, you fry the fish before you add to the soup most times. Unless if like there is a special way to cook. You can cook like that too, but then most times you want to prepare it and then
put it in for the flavor.
add it in just to like observe the milk.
Yeah.
Because then it breaks up inside for presentation, but then you can cook it like that if you don't have. That's like a survival thing.
In the Mediterranean, they similar cuisine, but it's such a different flavor. But then the alchemy is similar in that they make the olive oil and then they cook the tuna fish inside like a tomato soup with the olive oil, and they fry the tuna first before putting it in the soup.
Okay.
They call it marmitaco. Y aquí se llama tapao.
Kapao, yes.
¿Y cuál es el fudutu?
Hudut is a mash with plantains. Yeah. It's like mashed potatoes with gravy, but instead it's like mashed plantain in coconut stew with onions, tomatoes, sweet pepper, and the fish with basil at the very end.
With basil.
Basil.
Basil. And you cook culantro here, right?
Yeah. No,
Because then-
cilantro is like in Spanish. Cilantro is in English.
They always laugh at me and take the piss out of me when I say culantro because they think I'm saying culo.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah, it has something to do with it. One has something to do with it.
Right?
Cool. It's cool for it because it's cooling.
Yeah.
It's good
It's
for
a
the
cool
heat.
taste.
It's cilantro.
That fire is getting hot.
Alright, the fire is blazing. Yeah, like the fire needs to be blazing on a constant temperature so that it can like temperature reaction. Aha.
Elementos. Fire, earth, wind, and water. Duna. Okay, so
What about all these movements? No, like we met so many people. Like you guys, you moved to the city, then your godfather in Belize, and then You know, people moving in and out of the community, but always come back, right?
Yeah, like this is the cradle.
The cradle. Ah.
The real deal. There's a lot of meat inside. Like when the coconut is fully mature, it produces a lot of this white substance, which is the coconut meat. And then from this white substance, we make the coconut milk.
Candy, mamá, quiero saber si no entendiste lo que te dije.
Un bebé que se llama Megaji.
¿Será la inspiración?
Un amigo que se llama así. Megaji. Claro que sí. Aquel robó mi nombre, fíjate, yo una vez fui a... Él robó mi nombre, creo.
You want to be a coconut man too?
¿Y qué? Ajá. Sí, pero ¿cuál es el más popular y cuál es el más conocido? Es solo tu hermano. No soy el primer Mega G, pero todos quieren ser como mí. No los culpo. Pero que tengan cuidado en lo que quieren.
I want to remember. Duna, Garabali, Watu,
And this is mua. Mua is like clay, but in earth it's obo.
Bow. Beautiful sounds.
Muarugu is like on the floor.
Muorgu.
It's like the floor. Then mua. Mua is the floor. Because then back in the days, our ancestors, they used to build like thatch house, or like we used to build houses like this for walls. Like remember, Obafu made one of these houses. And then traditionally, this is how the Garifuna people used to build, with thatch roof like this. And there was no concrete, so it was just mua. It was just the earth. As then it's underneath the shade, it gets real dry and nice, the earth.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and my great grandma used to have her house right here. Like it was high and then it was earth.
Because there's a lot of mua here, no?
Yeah, like if you're standing on clay, this is like an unlimited
And this came
resource.
from here too.
Yeah, this is all from the earth right here.
So do you think then because people started to migrate to
Different
more
bricks.
urban areas, they bring back different materials?
Different culture, different style of building.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about traveling. Like you get to learn different ways how to make the same thing happen.
Ahora empieza a pelear.
Sí, se mezcla todo junto. Jengibre, coco y el azúcar. Ahora solo hay que esperar que se haga chicloso. Cuando empieza a ser chicloso ya. ¿Chicloso? Cuando empieza a pegar. Esto es para que se crezca mi culo. Y dale con que le crezca el culo.
El culo ya viene crecido desde que uno nace.
That's white to you. Like you just have to do exercise.
No, but when I do exercise, the English is
La que
even
viene
more.
con culo, viene con culo. Y la que viene sin culo, viene sin culo.
No, pero
Es
ahora
así.
podés
natural.
hacer
Entonces eso empieza a hacerse carameleado. Entonces ya.
¿Y cómo llamas? ¿Coconut candy o tiene otro nombre?
Dulce de coco. Tableta. Con tablas y aquí está. Mira cuántos quetzalitos puedes hacer.